I'm gonna steal the Declaration of Independence.
Welcome back to the Millennial Classics. My name is Q, and today we are doing the American political classic in Mr. Smith Goes to Washington. It is in the AFI's top 100 list of greatest movies of all time, directed by Frank Capra, and then obviously James Stewart's in this. I feel like I've been on a James Stewart kick. Vertigo, It's a Wonderful Life. He might have the most movies as an actor in the AFI's top 100 list. I'm always excited. Let's see what happens. The movie is supposed to be about some like rookie senator that goes into Washington and has to fight corruption.
Senator Samuel Foley, dead.
Oh, no. Sam Foley's dead.
Great saints.
Great
Of all times. Foley had to go and die on us.
Well, don't get excited, Happy.
Yes, Jim.
Why would he get excited?
Yes, Jim.
I suppose he'd drop dead if you ever said no to him.
Oh, no, my dear. This is no time for jokes. I've got to appoint a new senator. I'm going ahead and see those committees.
You'll see those committees when we're finished.
Yes, Jim.
If what you say about the future is at all possible, why not do as I say and drop things like this dam?
We can't do it, Joe. We've been quietly buying up all the land around that dam. If we drop it now or even delay it, it'll bring about an investigation.
Oh,
That's my judgment. The smartest thing for us to do is to push this dam through just the way it's going.
All right, then, Jim. Appoint Miller.
Don't worry about Miller. He'll take orders.
That's how it was picked. That's how they pick him, right? God damn.
They named their own candidate, eh?
I won't let you stand there callously and perhaps wreck my whole political future.
Why, I bought it for you. I gave it to you as a present. And I can grab it back so fast it'll make your head swim.
Well, damn.
You're in a deuce of a pickle, aren't you, Pop?
Looks like Henry Hill or else.
Horace Miller or else. Taylor or no Taylor?
Taylor, may I ask what Taylor has to do with this?
Well, he's still running the show, ain't he, Pop?
Yeah. His kids even know that he's Taylor's whipping man.
Jefferson Smith. He's the only senator to have.
I'm in no mood to listen to childish prattle.
Prattle? You're all wet, Pop. No, sir, you couldn't do better. You're never gonna stand up like a man someday and tell Taylor to go
That
to...
settles it. I will not be attacked and belittled by my own children in my own home.
God damn. These kids don't play games. But this Jeff Smith fella, he does sound real good.
Heads Hill, tails Miller.
Come on, man. If that doesn't mean Jeff Smith, I don't know what does. What kind of goddamn house is this? Governor names youth leader to U.S. Senate.
I tell you, gentlemen, with this one statesman...
But you made this appointment without asking me.
I don't like Jim at all.
Turn the ballyhoo boys loose. It's the greatest appointment ever made. Give a banquet and declare a holiday.
Things moving along really efficiently in this movie. I do want it to slow down a bit. I want to chew on some of this meat.
He went down among the people, and there he found a nugget.
A nugget?
And it is in that spirit that we're gathered here tonight to acclaim and wish Godspeed to Senator Jefferson Smith.
He knew my father very well. Clayton Smith went to school together, and I remember Dad used to tell me that Joe Payne was the finest man he ever knew.
I don't know if that's true. Mr. Payne over here looks a little stuffed. He seems a little surprised.
I don't think I'm going to be much help to you down there in Washington, Senator. I'll do my best. I'll do nothing to disgrace the office of United States Senator.
I really like that speech because, number one, it's humble. Number two, this is a shock to him. And the only promise he makes is, I will try my best. Simple but beautiful.
The Boy Rangers are very proud to take this occasion
Present.
to resist heck, it's a briefcase, Jeff.
Yes, for to carry your laws when you get to Washington.
Carry your laws when you get to Washington. Someone didn't watch School of Rock. I think that was pretty good. Off to Washington they go. What state did they come from?
And Dad always used to say the only causes worth fighting for were the lost causes.
His last fight was his best, Jeff, against that mining syndicate. Shot in the back.
Damn. Holy shit, that got real quick.
My head's like a balloon. 2 whole days. I never knew there was so much American history.
I never knew there was so much American history.
What have you got there, Senator?
Well, they're pigeon. You see, the one that makes it back home on the best time I'm going to enter in the Nationals.
Was that a thing that they used to do? Have a pigeon message competition? That's fantastic. I thought that was a myth. I didn't think that was real.
Senator, the wildlife around here is a little different from what you're used to. They wear high heels.
Some things don't change.
Has Smith showed up at his office there yet? If he does show up there, Payne's waiting at the hotel with newspaper men.
Sure. I'll hang a light in the belfry. One if by land and two if by sea. Daniel Boone's lost. He might want us all to put on short pants and go out hiking. You wouldn't want to miss the exercise.
Every time I think of exercise, I have to lie right down till the feeling leaves me.
Hey, wouldn't it be funny if he was lost?
The boy ranger?
Yeah.
Oh, he'll show up. He must have a compass with him.
Why is everyone making so much fun of the kid?
Will you hold this a minute for me, please?
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, but that's also, I mean, like, he's being a little silly. You can't just leave your luggage. If you were going to go explore, take your shit. Was this recorded on site? It has to be. It looks real. I'm not going to lie to you. This is the corniest montage, but I kind of love it. Look at that shit. That's America. The montages back in the day were wild. It is like, it's almost nice to know that you could do this back in the day. Not like get lost and be silly, but be free from like the fucking, you know, nowadays with the cell phone in your pocket, this doesn't happen longer than 5 seconds without you getting bombarded by a million different people, you know? It's a beautiful thing to get lost in the history of America. He's just enamored by the greatness of all of these buildings and what they represent. What more else do you want? Don't you want your senator to love this? If I knew my state senator was, you know, regularly going to all of the sites to just soak it in, what is more American than that?
Secretary to a leader of little squirts. Why? Because I need the job and a new suit of clothes.
Would you settle for a husband? You know my old standing offer.
Diz, you're a wonderful egg. I don't know, maybe if I saw you once with your hair combed or something. No, I don't think even that would do it.
No point in combing my hair for nothing.
Mister, what's your name?
Jefferson Smith.
Oh, come right in. Now hold everything. Stay there. Now don't move.
Don't move.
Helen, get me the Madison. Senator Payne, yes, hurry up, will you? It may be customary out on the prairie to take French leave of people and not show up for 5 hours.
God damn.
See you cut your way through that forest.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever been so thrilled in my whole life. And that Lincoln Memorial.
That is something.
Gee whiz.
Gee whiz.
Mr. Lincoln, there he is. Just sitting there like he was waiting for somebody to come along.
Well, he's got nothing on me.
You can't be disappearing for 5 hours. He's a senator. I mean, he has to understand that. I love it. I do love it. It's his first day. He gets a pass, but 5 hours.
When I think of myself sitting around playing straight for that phony patriotic chatter, me.
I don't think he's phony.
If we could just get the poor kids off the streets, out of the cities for a few months in the summer and let them learn something about nature, American ideals.
It's a good idea. I like it.
What about some bird calls, Senator? You know any? Well, we could use that. Keep Smith away from anything that smacks of politics.
Including Willett Creek Dam?
Including Willett Creek Dam.
What is the deal with Willett Creek Dam? You know, I don't know what the Senate does when they convene. I have no idea. I don't know what a senator does. Like, what's their day-to-day? Outside of calling for donations, I have no idea what the job of a senator is. I think this is going to teach me a thing or two. At least I hope it does.
Good luck.
This is Daniel Webster's desk, did you know that?
Mm-hmm. He won't mind.
Who's Daniel Webster? Don't judge my ignorance, but I want to know.
Oh God, our Heavenly Father.
Does the Senate or does any legislative body start with a prayer? Oh, look at him, shaking in his goddamn boots. I want to know what state real bad. I know they're keeping things so vague, minority, majority leader. They're not saying any actual party, but come on, give me some juice.
Do you solemnly swear to support and defend the Constitution of the United States?
I do.
I thought that welcoming in the senators was the vice president's job.
You don't have to worry about the others. They're just senators, you know.
Delayed is nothing short of criminal.
What is he doing? What is going on here?
Why don't you tell the people the truth for a change? Oh, the truth.
The man wants the truth.
If it's the truth you want, what are you doing in the Senate?
He's just gonna decorate a chair and get himself on it.
Oh, will you vote?
Yes, sir. Like a Christmas tiger, he'll nod his head and vote.
Yes.
You're not a senator.
We don't know if he is going to agree with everything that he's told by Senator Payne, but that is the expectation. What they did was kind of messed up, but it's not the end of the world. How does he not know that the papers would do this to him? Like, I understand the surprise, but the fact that he's this surprised, the fact that he needs it actually spelled out to him, does make me like him less. I mean, he's out here punching fucking folks who write the paper.
If I'm going to vote, I at least ought to try and study some of the bills that are coming. Otherwise, I'm just a Christmas tiger, like they said.
He's not lying. You see, it is the truth.
How are the pigeons?
Oh, they're fine.
Oh, I've missed the dear little things.
I released one this morning with a letter.
Why are we watching his hat?
He
Is
flew right
this him
up.
just fidgeting?
Don't you think I'd better hold this for you?
Yes, sir, we're going right ahead with it.
We're going right ahead with what?
The bill, my bill for a national boys' camp.
You get to your feet in the Senate, take a long breath, and start spouting. But not too loud, because a couple of the senators might want to sleep.
Doggone it, you ever have so much to say about something you just couldn't say it?
Try sitting down.
I did. I got right back up again.
Now, look, let's get down to particulars.
All right.
This camp is going to be out in your state.
What's the state?
The prairies and wind leaning on the tall grass, campfires. You know, everybody ought to have some of that sometime in his life. My dad had the right idea. He used to say to me, son, have you ever noticed how grateful you are to see daylight again after coming through a long, dark tunnel? Always try to see life around you as if you've just come out of a tunnel.
I really like that quote.
Well, I guess I've always lived in the tunnel.
Gosh, I don't know where I'd be in this bill of mine if it wasn't for your help.
Well, I don't know where you are with it.
Say, everybody calls you just plain Saunders. Why can't I?
Go right ahead.
How's the bill coming, Saunders?
Terrible, thank you.
Oh, yeah. Well, anyway, I got that Saunders business straightened out. That's probably the trouble all along. What's your first name?
It's Clarissa.
Clarissa.
Now, Susan's an awfully pretty name, isn't it?
Susan? Susan Payne?
She's a beautiful woman, isn't she?
I think Clarissa is prettier than Payne's daughter.
All right, now get all set because I'm going to talk much faster than you can write. The location of this camp, running about a quarter of a mile on either side of Willett Creek.
What?
Willett Creek.
In Terry Canyon?
Well, yeah.
Telling me what's going on around here?
Certainly. Now, there's the principal actor in our little play, Don Quixote Smith. Over here, one of the supporting characters.
You mean Puss in Boots?
Yeah, mostly puss. Don Quixote with Bill will get to his feet in a minute and speak two important words, Willett Creek. When that happens, the Silver Knight will fall off his tightrope and Puss will jump out of his boots.
She really knows her shit, though.
Mr. President!
A little too loud.
The chair recognizes the rather strong-lunged junior senator, Mr. Smith.
I'm very sorry, sir. I have a bill.
You must speak a little louder, Senator, but not too loud.
Why is this so funny? Let the man do his job. I would love any of y'all to do it.
Be it enacted by the Senate and the House of Representatives that there be appropriated as a loan a sum sufficient to create a national boys' camp to be situated at the headwaters of a stream known as Willett Creek for the purpose of bringing together boys of all walks of life to educate them in American ideals and to bring about a healthful life to the growing youth of this great and beautiful land.
That was lovely. Did he set that up? Now that's politics. Did he set that up? Because that was wonderful. It must be Clarissa.
Tomorrow, I'm taking him out to see monuments, even if I have to hit him in the head with a couple.
That won't work, Chick. This boy's honest, not stupid.
Susan.
My daughter isn't here to carry out assignments like that for anybody.
I do appreciate Mr. Payne being firm about that aspect.
Boy, I feel like a house of fire. Even went down to see Mr. Lincoln again. I would like to come to your boys' camp, and I shine shoes at the station, and here's 9 cents. And he signs it, yours truly, Stinky Moore. Isn't that marvelous?
Susan Payne. I'm elected to snatch Mr. Jefferson Smith from the Senate tomorrow.
Yeah, I guess Mr. Payne wasn't that.
You know how I felt, Tis? I felt just like a mother sending her kid off to school for the first time, hoping he can stand up to the other kids.
She's not lying. That's a good description of what happened.
Meet the man I'm going to marry. Section number 40. A dam going up where you think your camp's going to be. Go home. Don't stay around here making people feel sorry for you.
I'm happy she spilled the beans. He needed to know. I wanted to know how it was going to happen, but it all makes sense the way it did happen. But damn, Saunders can't quit. We need Clarissa Saunders back. She is the mind behind the ideal. He's the spirit. He's the hope. And she's the mom. She's showing him the way. This is how you get through what it means to be a senator. And let's be real, she can't fucking marry this Goomba.
Boy Ranger, huh? Answer to a prayer. Manna from heaven. Didn't even know how to tell the time of day, huh? You take your instructions from Ken Allen here. I wouldn't trust you to lick a postage stamp.
How disrespectful.
Maybe we can fix it so you and the boy Ranger can go home together. I put everything I have behind you, and so did all of our friends. We just got to find somebody else who's got a little more sense, that's all.
Damn. The corruption was so fucking in your face. And the way that Jim, Mr. Taylor, goes about breaking him down. You've been corrupt with me doing this plan, but because you like a kid, you want everything to stop? You're out of your fucking mind.
If you like being a senator, there's no reason why you can't come back to that Senate and stay there as long as you want to. If you're smart.
You mean you tell these men and Senator Payne what to do?
And Joe Payne has been taking my advice for the past 20 years.
You're a liar.
I like his loyalty, too.
Can a man like Taylor tell you and those other men what to do?
You got to check your ideas outside the door.
God damn!
I've served our state well, haven't I? We have the lowest unemployment and the highest federal grants. Well, I've had to compromise. That's how states and empires have been built since time began. Don't you understand?
Damn.
Mr. President, this section of the bill, this dam on Willett Creek, is nothing but...
President, I have risen to a difficult task. Say that out of evidence that has come to my attention, I consider Senator Smith unworthy to address this body.
Damn, they go straight for the goddamn throat. Not just he disagrees, not just take my side, understand what I'm saying. No, he doesn't deserve the job.
I have conclusive evidence to prove that my colleague owns the very land described in his bill.
What?
He bought it the day following his appointment to the Senate, using this body in his privileged office for his own personal profit.
Damn.
The morning that Mr. Kenneth Allen burst into my office, bringing proof that Jefferson Smith had the deed to that campsite, I was dumbfounded.
Is it really that simple to fucking... There's no way. There's no fucking way.
I never signed any such contract.
He certainly did.
After a long study of the signature, it is my professional opinion that it is definitely in Jefferson Smith's own handwriting.
I'd say the name of Jefferson Smith on this contract has been forged.
This boy is the son of my very best friend. I helped him frame his bill. I went over to congratulate him, but I pointed out that a dam was already going up on the very site he'd chosen for his camp.
It's bullshit. This is insane.
Beautiful, that Taylor machine.
The Taylor machine, that's what it is. It's insane that they can do this to a person. A fucking senator. Yes, he's a rookie, a noob, but how does he fight back against this? How does anyone? So wait, what is he gonna do? There's no way he's just gonna fucking take it laying down. And that government of the people, by the people, for the people, shall not perish from the earth. What are you gonna do, Jefferson Smith? You can't just take this. What can he do, though? I don't even understand how he's gonna go up against, the guy said it best, the Taylor machine. I don't understand how. He's leaving Washington? Jefferson. Clarissa was right, they'll chew you up. And this was before, what's it called? Citizens United? Where now, like, donations to politicians is basically legal. And I say donations, I mean bribery. You can't, like, the amount of pressure that businesses must have on politicians. It's like, I can give you $100 million for your campaign and you do what I say. But this kind of corruption where you're tearing a fucking person down, I don't think this is real. This is so fantasized. Like, I mean, it can't be.
Oh, all right. You know, it's a good thing I got back just when I did, too. You know what I found waiting for me?
No.
Jar of preserves from your mother.
Oh, you did, huh?
Yeah.
Well, it was just a simple guy, you said, still wet behind the ears, a lot of junk about American ideals.
It's not junk.
Well, I'm getting out of this town so fast, away from all the words and the monuments and the whole rotten show.
It's not a show.
Remember what you said about Mr. Lincoln? You said he was sitting up there waiting for someone to come along? You were right. He was waiting for a man who could see his job and sail into it. That's what he was waiting for. He knows you can do it. So do I. It's a 40-foot dive into a tub of water, but I think you can do it.
40-foot dive in a tub of water. Let's get to business. But what can they do, though? That's my question. Yeah. Abraham Lincoln is by far the like...
Mr. Singleton. Here. Mr. Smith.
A little loud, but I like it. But I was saying, most people think Abraham Lincoln is the best president. It has to be a tie between him and Washington.
What's the matter?
Pray, Diz, if you know how.
Did you have anything to do with bringing that guy in
Pray
here?
does, if you know how.
I desire to call up the report of the Committee on Privileges and Elections on the expulsion of Jefferson Smith.
Here we go.
They therefore report this resolution with a recommendation that Jefferson Smith be expelled from his seat in the Senate.
However, Senator Smith is still a member of this body.
Let him speak!
I might remind the visitors in the gallery that they are here as our guests. And I might add that their sentiments in no way will affect the judgment of this chair.
With that being said...
The chair recognizes Senator Smith.
God, baby. Let's hear the man speak. Let justice reign.
President, will the senator yield?
The senator yields.
No, sir, I'm afraid not. And we might as well all get together on this yielding business right off the bat now. Now, Mr. James Taylor wanted to put through this dam for his own profit. A man who controls a political machine. Yes, and a man even powerful enough to control congressmen. And I saw 3 of them in his room the day I went up to see him.
He's saying that I was carrying out criminal orders on falsified evidence.
Mr. President, I did not say that Senator Payne was one of the congressmen in that room.
I was in that room.
Oh, damn. Oh, damn.
I accused this man, and I refuse to stay here and listen to him any longer.
Get off the floor! I, for one, will follow the senator's example and refuse to remain in this chamber as long as that man holds the floor.
Oh, shit.
I'll tell you one thing, that wild horses aren't going to drag me off this floor until those people have heard everything I've got to say, even if it takes all winter.
Filibuster! It's happening! Filibuster! This is beautiful. I love this.
Mr. President, we seem to be alone. I think it'd be a pity if these gentlemen missed any of this. Rule 5 of the Standing Rules of the Senate, Section 3.
Get your shit,
If it shall be
Clarissa!
found that a quorum is not present, a majority of the senators present, and that looks like me, may direct the sergeant at arms to request and, if necessary, compel the attendance of the absent senators. Well, Mr. President, I so direct.
Hey, yo.
No hurry, Mr. President. I got plenty of time.
Clerk will call the roll.
This is the most titanic battle of modern times. A David without even a slingshot rises to do battle against the mighty Goliath, the Taylor machine, allegedly crooked inside and out. Here, and for my money, you can cut out the allegedly.
And buy up every minute you can get of every 2-watt radio station in the state and keep them spouting against Smith.
Damn.
It looks like the night shift's coming on.
I want to know how long it's been so far.
H.V. Kaltenborn speaking. Half of official Washington is here to see democracy's finest show, the filibuster. The right to talk your head off.
The right to talk your head out. Oh, that's lovely. I like that a lot. It means something.
It seemed like a pretty good idea to me to get boys out of crowded cities and stuffy basements for a couple of months out of the year and build their bodies and minds for man-sized job, because those boys are going to be behind these desks some of these days. Seemed like a pretty good idea. Getting boys from all over the country, boys of all nationalities and ways of living, getting them together. Let them find out what makes different people tick the way they do.
Right?
If you think I'm going back there and tell those boys in my state and say, look, forget all this stuff I've been telling you about this land you live in. This isn't your country. It belongs to a lot of James Taylors. And anybody here that thinks I'm going to do that, they got another thing coming. Well, that's all right. I just wanted to find out whether you still had faith.
He's good. He's great.
and in view of the fact that he's been talking for 7½ hours and must be very, very tired, would he permit a motion to recess until the morning, at which time he may be better able to continue with his profound babblings?
No. If the senator permits this motion for recess, he won't have the floor in the morning to babble with or anything else.
As I was saying, gentlemen.
Get it done. Get it done.
Miss Saunders.
That's beautiful.
Jeff has a paper there, boy stuff, right? They aren't letting what Jeff says get printed in the state. Can you print it up and spread 1 billion copies of it?
1 billion copies of it?
All ready, Clarissa? She called me Clarissa. Okay, Ma.
Damn. A bunch of boys versus the Taylor machine. It's hard to compete. It's hard to compete with the machine. I love people power, but how do you compete with the machine? That's adorable. That's adorable. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about child labor, but these boy rangers are about that life. Oh my God. Holy fucking shit! Are you kidding me?
This country is bigger than the Taylors, or you, or me, or anything else.
Telegrams, 50,000 of them, demanding that he yield this floor. I invite the Senate to read them.
I guess this is just another lost cause, Mr. Payne. All you people don't know about lost causes. Mr. Payne does. He said once they were the only causes worth fighting for.
Yes, he did.
And he fought for them once. And I'm gonna stay right here and fight for this lost cause. Even if this room gets filled with lies like these. What's the matter? I'm not fit to be a senator. I am not fit to live.
Oh, damn.
Expel me! What he can is a fraud. It's a crime against the people who sent me here. Wait a second and let go of me.
I like the president. I like him a lot. Woo! That's a movie, ladies and gentlemen. That's a classic. You know, the idea that government is corrupt has forever been, and I think it is, in every government of every shape, of every size. It doesn't matter the when, it doesn't matter the how. It's always been the truth, but we are waiting for that one man. And just like Clarissa told him, Abraham Lincoln, the statue was waiting for you, Jefferson Smith. There are very few times I write down the quotes of movies while I'm watching a movie because I really like them, but this was a banger, the filibuster. The right to talk your head off. The American right of free speech in its most dramatic form. Compared to some folks who die for their free speech, maybe that is an overstatement, but I love that entire phrasing. The best causers are the lost ones. It's the only ones to fight for, right? James Stewart is an actor. I thought the dramatics was a little much at times, but I thought, like, it is beautiful. This is what you want. This is the kind of politician you would hope, you would pray that ends up in Washington. This dude was plucked out of some random state that they wouldn't mention to come in and try to fight for the, like the Boy Scouts. With the election coming around the corner, you would only hope, you can only dream that we can have people like this that we sent to Washington that is fighting for the right thing. This is a fantasy. This is, in the beginning of the movie, it said like this, it doesn't matter how similar this is not real. It all is fiction. Yes, I understand that. There must be a reason that this movie was made. There must be a reason that this movie touched the hearts and like has been forever a classic. Because it's speaking to a truth that we all feel, that the folks in Washington are corrupt. And we can only hope and pray for a man like Jefferson Smith to go into Washington and put his foot down and say, you know what, I'm here for the people. I will talk for 24 hours straight if it must happen. I like this movie definitely better than Vertigo. That's not a question. It doesn't come close to It's a Wonderful Life. I think It's a Wonderful Life is better than this movie, but they're all great movies. Until next time, catch you on the flip. Deuces.